Can we start with the simplest conspiracy theories first? This is my impassioned plea today. So, I'm not making a video about it, but I've been watching a bunch of videos on TikTok. It's a growing conspiracy theory community about chicken feed producers selling chicken feed that will make chickens for small egg producers go infertile. And as soon as they switch the chicken feed out for a locally sourced chicken feed, instead of using Purina or some other large brand, that they then get better egg laying out of their chickens. And this period of not getting as many eggs from their chickens just so happens to coincide with a really bad winter. We're talking like a La Nina effect, giant snowfall, polar vortex, descending down on the Midwest style horrible winter where we had here in Denver on December 22nd, there was a negative 50 wind chill. I know because I canceled my practice that day because I didn't want my clients getting on the bus, waiting at bus stops just to come see me and then possibly getting frostbite while waiting for a bus that I wasn't even sure would show up. So I canceled work that day. I was like, no, don't even bother coming to see me. Your health is more important. But we've had a bunch of days like this, the 23rd after that, a couple of days here in January, where it's been negative temperatures when we're used to, not getting below zero. And a lot of places like in Texas are freezing over when they've never been frozen and all these problems happening. Well, maybe the chickens are also realizing, hey, this is pretty fucking cold. I don't feel like exposing my booty hole right now to plop out a fucking egg for you. Maybe the part of your local chicken producer's little doghouse they build for chickens, with the little compartment where you can flip it open and go through the roof to go steal their eggs. Maybe that part of the roost is exposed to the temperatures that have been cripplingly low, such that the chickens are in the middle of the roost, all huddled together, and they're like, God damn it, I wish I could go up there and lay an egg where I like to lay eggs, where I'm now programmed to lay eggs when I get my butt up there, but it's so fucking cold in that part of the fucking roost. I think I'll just sit here. Maybe huddle with the other chickens for a while, maybe that's it. But no, it's got to be Monsanto and Purina and all these other people are selling chicken feed that makes eggs not happen in local chickens to local farmers, and they're doing it right when there's this explosion in chicken egg prices to keep the local people from ever getting an extra buck for trying to farm chicken eggs in their backyard. So there's that, right? I'm not making a video debunking their claims because I don't have any ability to buy some Purina chicken feed and then do a chemical analysis on the chicken feed versus other chicken feed. Although I did find it interesting that one of them decided to use the spent hops from a brewery in order to feed their chickens, which I felt was a really nice way to close the loop and create less waste. I'm all for that, but I I have no way of doing a chemical analysis on this feed to tell you, oh, there's an extra hormone in it. You know, they sprinkled it with a powder or something. I have no way to do that, so, you know, I'm just saying there is a simpler conspiracy theory type thing that you could go for, which would be like, you know, horrible climate change is now making our chickens lay eggs in a way that avoids extreme cold snaps, because if they lay their eggs in that part of the roost in negative 50 wind chill in the coldest part of the fucking roost, they know that their eggs are going to die, and this is the way that they reproduce. So, like, they know that if they lay an egg where it's going to freeze, and they don't want to sit on it because they want to be with the other chickens all huddled together, because our chicken owners aren't taking care of us properly because they didn't put in heaters. You know. Anyways, okay, so an offshoot of these videos is at the same time as chicken prices at the stores are going up, but chicken producers are saying that that eggs, the prices are going up in stores, but they're not going to pay the egg producers anymore for the eggs. So it's the grocery stores and the supply chains that are making more money. The corporations are making more money, and they're squeezing both the consumers of the eggs and the producers of the eggs as being a bigger middleman, right? In an atmosphere like this, there are people who are looking at the incidence of chicken farms going up in smoke, in fire. Like burning buildings that were housing chickens that lay eggs. Right? And, of course, the conspiracy theory that they're wanting to go with is Monsanto, Purina, they're sending out agents to burn local chicken farmers out and small chicken farmers so that they can have mass-produced chicken factories where, like, there's thousands of chickens and they're the only ones running the show, and they never have to worry about farmers trying to eke out another penny by, trying to up the price of the eggs, or Monsanto and Purina. And I'm like, wouldn't it be still a conspiracy theory, but like a little more plausible that in an atmosphere with rising inflation, rising prices everywhere, and not being able to make any more money off their eggs because the distribution lines that take the eggs aren't paying them as much as all the prices of everything are going up, they're not getting a proportional raise. Wouldn't it be more plausible that the chicken farmers themselves are like, fuck it, I'll take the insurance money? Maybe they're just making their exit from the chicken farming life by saying, you know what? I'm going to light my own chicken farm on fire, collect the insurance money, and get out of the business altogether. It seems to me also a conspiracy theory, but way more plausible than, I don't know, Monsanto hiring some mercenaries to go farm by farm and burn down select chicken farms and do a really shoddy, spotty job at that, because they're not hitting every chicken farm, and they're really, really accessible. If you're going under cover of night, you can low crawl out there and use your little lighter and light some straw on fire. It'd be really easy, right, for these mercenaries to hit every goddamn chicken coop that had more than 100 chickens through a very accessible part of the country that has no security cameras on these dirt highways, But apparently if you're to believe the conspiracy theories that it's Monsanto and Purina having these upstart little chicken farmers burned out of the business, if you're to believe that, then these mercenaries suck at their jobs. they are horrible. They pick and choose, like maybe they think that the family dog is going to get them. They're afraid of dogs. I don't know. No. Like, the simple answer is there's just a few chicken farmers who just decided, you know what? Fucking, let's just take the insurance money and get out of the business. Well, we can't look at, like, the reform of how litigious America is, or how we're this weird insurance-based country where everything has an insurance to it that is gouging people left and right, for anything you want to do. Like, I have a practice insurance to be able to listen to people, and my insurance has to cover me for millions. Fucking millions, right? Because somebody out there is going to say that I caused them millions in damage from listening to them and their problems, right? I have to have car insurance for a certain amount. I have to have all sorts of things that are trying to sell me insurance that I don't need. You can't make a decision about what job you're going to take without thinking about the health insurance implications. Some people are slaves to their jobs because of their insurance. We can't take a look at that. Those simpler things that are obviously a problem to us. No, we've got to look at how corporations are like secret societies, like Skull and Bones, and they've got these like criminal enterprises going on that are trying to burn chicken farmers out of the chicken raising industry. Like, seriously, have you ever driven by a chicken farm? Like, God bless those people. They are doing God's work. It's the stinkiest fucking place next to pig farms, or like the slaughterhouses in Greeley. They fucking stink. You would never ever want to be in that industry, but they think that a little fire is going to burn them out when they've got insurance. No, they'd have to choose to get out because they're not getting paid enough. But, yeah. I feel like we're just really detached from the reality of where our food comes from, and we really like to skip to the most horrible type of conspiracy theory that could be in play to make things happen, rather than just taking the simple conspiracy theory and investigating that,